Hi, everyone. I'm Randy Gore, and we're joined now by head coach Art Walker of the North Allegheny football team for our 2023 fall preview. Coach, thanks for being with us today.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Now, North Allegheny enters the 2023 season as the reigning WPIAL Class 6A champions. The Tigers have been close in recent years. How satisfying was it for you and the team to claim that WPIAL title last year?
It was fantastic, a culmination of a lot of things and a great group of seniors that had a unbelievable determination to finish and to get that WPIAL championship. 10 years of not winning one, being there 3 years in a row, and then kind of being a semifinalist, and then, being a runner-up, it's just not the same thing. And for that group of kids to have, and that team to have a part of history now with North Allegheny football was very deserving, very satisfying, and we're, as coaches, extremely happy to be a part of it.
There's turnover every year with graduation, and every team and every program deals with that. But NA brings back a ton of talent from last year's team, starting with the WPIAL Class 6A Player of the Year in Kyron Boyd, a talented defensive back. He's a wide receiver also. His quarterback returns as a senior, Logan Kushner. How nice is it to have those guys back on the offensive side?
It's fantastic because of the relationship they've had, going on 3 years now, really 4, been playing together as freshmen, growing together as sophomores, having great seasons as juniors, and now returning together as seniors, as leaders, as, should be captains, and then just having that dependability on one another. The 7-on-7s that we did in the winter and then this summer, there's a lot of confidence in each one of them and the reliability that they have. That should pay dividends for us in the fall.
And Boyd not only was the 6A Player of the Year, named to the PG Fabulous 22, Terrific 25, along with senior linebacker and running back Tyre Alu. How important is Alu on the NA defense, and who else do you expect to impact the defensive side of the football?
The experience he has as a 3-year starter on defense is amazing. And for him to get things set and be able to play multiple positions, the linebacker position, he blitzes well, can play in the middle, can come off the edge, can cover a back out of the backfield. He's got great speed. So that leadership and knowledge and being an extension of the defensive coaches and the dependability that Doug Brinkley has on him as a coordinator is phenomenal. He needs to help us at running back this year. He needs to fill a void. We have some guys that are going to play there, but a lot of those guys are going to be defensive players as well. Returning Evan Lyon in the secondary to make checks, in addition of James Donaldson, a junior, playing the safety position. We talked about Boyd. Nicholas Humphreys has had a tremendous summer at corner. The Langdon brothers are going to fill those other spots at linebacker. And then you have the front 4 that come back. So when you have that, those 4 guys up front, if we can keep those guys healthy and keep them rested and ready to go, they're just a tremendous, tremendous group. They're tough, they're physical, and they're very strong. And the one other guy probably left out, linebacker, is also going to play some running back, is junior Liam Flaherty. Liam, coming back from shoulder surgery in the offseason, has bounced back and been great. So we really turned 7 guys on defense that are going to be exceptional.
Anyone else that you're looking for this year, whether it be offense, defense, or special teams, that you're expecting big things from?
Well, Jack Yachenko returning, and maybe he's kind of cross-trained at different positions in the offensive line. Cameron Chamora at the offensive line, and then we talked about running back by committee. We need to fill some voids there, but we're hoping with Sellers coming back at tight end, Buggy at a fullback, playing some different guys at that position at running back to rotate, to keep people fresh. And then we have some different guys competing at wide receiver. But when you return a quarterback, a 3-year guy, and you can plug in some people. We obviously have to go through camp to see who's going to make up the rest of our offensive line. But once we do that, my thing is, we got to keep these guys together, have them in shape, have them healthy. And then I think we can be in any game.
In the offseason, former Tiger Joey Porter Jr. became NA's highest NFL draft pick, taken in the first pick in the second round by the hometown Steelers. Not only that, but former lineman Josh Lugg signed a rookie contract with the Chicago Bears. He's in camp this summer. How proud are you of those guys, and what does that mean for the legacy of the North Allegheny program?
Well, with Joey, there was so much hype and talk and excitement. And, it was one of those things where when he didn't go in the first round, like we're as late in the first round, I was actually hoping that he wouldn't go. Because I knew the Steelers had the very first pick in round 2. And, it was the way it worked out. It was fantastic for obviously North Allegheny football, our community, the family. It's local. It's a great Pittsburgh story with his dad and Joey growing up around the team. So, he had an incredible college career. We followed him obviously very closely. We're very proud of him and excited for him and the opportunity that he has. With Lugg, a little bit different, kind of maxed out all his years at Notre Dame, took advantage of that opportunity, not just as an athlete, but he's coming out with like multiple master's degrees, tremendous student, has a ton of different opportunities if this doesn't work out. But we thought he was going to possibly get drafted, if not get a free agent. When that didn't happen, he got invited to Chicago's camp and rookie camp, and a guy that they signed a week prior, they cut to make room for Josh. That's the kind of week he had. He came back to visit us and talk to the team, and I had a great conversation with him, and he played all 5 positions on the offensive line. Over the course of like 3 or 4 days, he made one mistake at 5 different offensive line positions. And he's always been intelligent. And I'm not surprised that they signed with him to have an opportunity to make the team. So we're pulling for him big time. Chicago Bears are one of our new favorite teams as long as he's there. So tremendous story on him, a determination, work ethic, and making the most of an opportunity. We're very proud of him as well.
Yeah, I'm planning on buying a Joey Porter jersey and hopefully a Josh Lugg jersey too. It'll be the only jersey that's not a Steeler jersey I'll own, but I'll be proud of that. Looking at this year's team, we talked about some of the past guys, the present guys. What does NA need to do to repeat as WPIAL champions?
Understand that every year is different. Every year is brand new. The only difference this year is we're the ones with the target on our back. You have a lot of teams that want to beat us because we beat them last year. You have a lot of teams that want to beat you because you won the WPIAL championship. But we can't worry about what they want and what they're doing. We have to focus on getting better than we were last year, pushing further, pushing harder than even last year. We understand what it takes to win a WPIAL championship. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do in order to repeat that? But then also get even further, other than we got to get past the quarterfinal in this PIAA, and when we got to have our mind made up that we want to be in the the PIAA championship with a chance to win it. We talk about the next ring, the next medal being the best one. The WPIAL has been around longer and it's phenomenal, and I've been doing this long enough that I have a ton of respect for and a love for the WPIAL championship. But when you get that opportunity and you win a PIAA, it is different. And it is a further step. And that is something that we need to make sure we're determined to work towards, not just now in the summer, but all the way through camp, fall season, playoffs. It has to be, hey, we want to keep playing until there's no games left to play.
It's North Allegheny head coach Art Walker. Coach, thanks for your time today, and good luck to you and the team this season.
Absolutely. Appreciate it very much. Have a great summer.
You as well. That's the fall preview for North Allegheny football.